the way the Beninians play, it's very difficult to read them. You know, because you don't actually see exact what they wanted to do, but they wanted to go forward when they have the ball. You can see their center back, they launch the ball. If necessary, they have three big, strong guys right in front, kick the ball to them. But I like the way my back line dealt with it. Also, beginning we were playing three in the middle. The two attacking players, they were a little bit high from the beginning, but later parts they drop a little bit so that we can have a lot of options in the middle. So for me, like I said earlier on, I want us to be calm enough. The way we want to play, we want to be calm enough. Sometimes it's very difficult to play. We have one or two challenges with the way the ball moves on the pitch. It's a bit slow. So it slows the way we wanted to play, but for me, I think we dominated play today. Unlike against Ivory Coast, that in the first 45 minutes, it was 50-50, but in the second half against Ivory Coast, it got much better. I know the way I want my team to play, and I know our team have dominated a lot of opponents most of the opponents that we played. Sometimes opponents comes in the game, but we always want to control the game, and today I think we control the game much better than against Ivory Coast.
La question à coach, c'est que après,
things can happen early minutes, and things can also happen later parts in the game, and it's good observation. For me, I think it's true. You have a very young boys that we developing them. This part of the world, I think we focus more on results. I believe other part of the world, this age group is just development. Any win is just a bonus, or qualifying to a competitive tournament is just a bonus. So for me, we have to develop the boys, give them that confidence. If at this stage, if my player makes mistake, it's part of it. It's part of his growth. So for me, what I believe in as a technical person, they are young, and we have to encourage them to play according to the certain style. That if they go out there, if we're going to compete with teams in Europe and other parts of the world, these are kind of situations that is going to happen. We have to encourage them to be able to have confidence and make mistakes, and they learn from those mistakes. So for me, if we start to tell them to stop doing it, I don't think it's good for their development. And I really agree with you. It's true, you can't be punished, but when you get punished, how can you come back and then come into the game? And that is more challenging to them. They going down and then coming back. We've seen those situations in some of our friendly games. We were down by 1 goal or maybe 2. I remember we came back, dominated play, came back and then beat them by 4-2. So for me, I think it's always good for us to encourage these young boys and make sure we guide them well to the top.
For gender balance, lady, please.
Yes, for us, watching the way the Beninians play against Ivory Coast, we realized we need to be very patient and then move the ball quickly. And as you can see, we started from the back. They were playing with 1-9. So we made our 2 center back got close to them as much as we can, and then play close to their opponents. That's how come we provoke them, and then we leave Ayamda, the goal scorer, and then Kagawa in the pocket space, so that center backs can find them in those pockets. When they turn offensive turn, they are right in front of the opponent box. So you can see that the moment they got there, beginning of the game, we had a lot of moments in the box, but it wasn't clear. One education that we gave them is, don't do anything in the haste. Anything you do, make sure you have full control over yourself before you do that. You can see Ayamda got 1 ball that he have to shoot, but he's not sure of himself. He took a touch and then he played another pass. That was then. Then afterwards, he got that goal in that danger zone, that ball in that danger after those passes. That's how come he played. And we don't encourage them to blast shots from 30, 40 yards. We have something that we call XG, expected goals. If someone is standing 40 yards or 30 yards and someone is in the box or the 6-yard box, who have more expected goals, the one in the box? That's what we believe in. That's why we make sure We play passes till we get to the danger zone before we try to score. Like the first goal, for instance, he was very patient. He was waiting for the goalkeeper to make mistake and then he knocked the ball. Yeah, and that's how come we scored a lot of goals. And then the energy part. This is me. People that knows me from my childhood days, I have this energy. You know, as a player too, I always want to win. And I was lucky I have a lot of players around me that have the same character. Someone like Stephen Ape doesn't like losing. Sule, Asian, we don't like losing. So we all have the same character. If today, those names that I've mentioned, you see them standing on the touchline, they will do well than what I'm doing. It's a game plan. When you watch our game, we normally overload opponents in the wide area. So if you watch the way we break through, we have two types of breakthroughs. When we come in from the back and get into the opponent box, we normally keep the ball wide. The reason is we want to stretch the opponent back line. So if you watch our first goal against Ivory Coast, we started the ball from the wide area, the ball came to the middle, and then we played a very deep pass to the nine. The nine drops to pull the two center backs in. So even this game, you can see once in a while we see our nine dropping because we realized they were doing man marking. So anytime you see the man nine dropping, is dropping to create space behind. Of course, we have two fast wingers. If you have a team that you have two fast wingers, I think you have to utilize their strength. So for us, we wanted to break through the wide area. So that's the game plan that we put up. Yes. Today, like I said earlier on, compare the game against Ivory Coast. I think we were much better in terms of stringing passes together, in terms of keeping the ball in the tight area. You can see we make sure we lure them to one side and then play at least 2, 3, 5 passes before we switch play, especially in the second half. In the first half, sometimes in the first half, it's always difficult for one team to have control over the game. First 20 to 25 minutes, everyone has the power. So most game plans doesn't work. You have to fight, and gain control first. So in the first half always look unbalanced, but as the game progresses and you stick to the game plan and the opponent gets tired, then you can see something. I think second half we saw a little bit of their draw.
Coach, we saw.
I can't sit here and advise anybody, but I believe.
Do you think they should play the same model because of the transitioning process
of course, that's why the FA have the DNA book, and we as national coaches, we've come together, we've spoken about it, we've talked about it. We have to do coaching clinic for everyone so that we all be aligned with whatever we are. Every national coach now have the DNA book, either in the soft copy or hard copy. Me, for instance, I have my beliefs before I came in. I'm more of a transition coach. I attack your box well, I defend my box well. But with the DNA of the FA, I've put in this abroad and all that. And we have sub principles and sub principles governing it. So for me, I think after this tournament is done, we are going to have a coaching clinic which with a workshop, right? A workshop for all the coaches, which we've spoken about it. But some of the coaches are busy with their clubs, and at the moment I'm also busy with this tournament competition, so it will be difficult for me to attend it. But we've spoken about it. The directorate is aware, the FA is aware, and for me, I think Ghana is going to see a solid transition from U15s to the top, playing the same style.
Okay. Hi, Coach.
Since 2017, Ghanaians have not seen a youth team that previously we enjoyed most from 91, 93, 95, 97, 99, 2001, that we lost this team. So if we are able to qualify this team, I think it's amazing. For me, I will be much happy than anything else in the world, because I know Ghanaians are craving for this. I know Ghanaians have worked so hard. They put a lot of things in place for us to get there. But It's been very difficult because other countries are also developing. But I think we are in the right direction. We're taking it a day at a time. Now we are in the semis. Anything that they put in front of us, myself and my technical team will sit down and have a game plan against them. I believe it's on Saturday. We will be ready to face any opponent that comes to us.
The first question, please.
Say that again. You see, it's always good for someone to look up to someone. You see, but for me, I look at it as who inspires me. You see, I look at it in this way, who inspires me. But I always want to be myself as much as I can. I always want to be myself because I learned something in coaching education. Previously, someone can say, oh, I want to be like Mourinho. What happens when Pep Guardiola came in? What happens when Klopp came in? So you can have inspiration from not one coach, different coaches, but you have to be yourself. You have to be you. You have to have your coaching trait because if tomorrow Pep doesn't perform the same way, I don't think any coach will say, oh, I want to be like Pep Guardiola. You have to be yourself and get inspiration from other coaches.
Final two questions.
It was only Abdoulaye Note that came from the bench. It was only Abdoulaye Note that came from the bench. The reason why we put Abdoulaye out is we want to have this final 20 minutes like this. You know, in the last 25 minutes, we went with the back three, and then if I'm playing with the back three, I always need two holding midfielders that can be close to each other. So it's a game plan, putting him on the bench because Ofori have fresh legs. He has to start the game and Abdoulaye have to come. You can see when the two came in, they are two holding, they stabilize the middle. You see, so it's about game plan, the way we want to approach it. And we knew after 70 minutes, we will go to 3-4-3, and we need two holding players.
Final question, gentlemen. Yes.
We were very particular in choosing players in their positions. If you look at the recruitment we did, I can tell you today, my right back and my left back, they are all midfielders. Yes, but they are young. Sometimes you start as a young player, you think you are number 10, but you finish at you see, so and the reason why we decide that is we want to have players that are comfortable with the ball. You can see my wing backs, the Prince Amwa guy that came later part is also very good. He's also a midfielder. And his stronger foot is his right, not left. But he can use his right, we encourage him to use his left foot, and now you can see he developed much better. Bilal, also a midfielder. We put him as a right back because we know that he's comfortable, he can go back and defend, and then when he's supporting attack, in the attacking balance, he's solid as well. So one thing we should know is these are kids, and we're developing them to the top. So we need to move them in positions, different positions for them to be able to play not even one position, they can play 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. Defensively, it depends on how the opponent came. There were 3 strikers. That's why I restrict him, especially when we are off the ball, he should go and find the line so that we have 5 at the back and then 2 in front of them. Yes.
Thank you very much, Coach LARYEA KINGSTON.